So I know a bunch of random facts about Super Mario World, so here's some of them. And no, this isn't gonna be like, oh, if you can hit special with, the season change. No, I mean like actual facts that barely anyone knows unless they were to hack the game, or if they were to go on the cutting room floor, you know some of these, like some legitimate facts. So let's get into them. Sprite ID HE is this thing, but in game it's completely invisible. Lunar Magic says this sprite will create an invisible whirlpool area that will instantly move Mario from the left side of the area to the right side whenever the left side is touched, but actually using this in-game will often create an invisible hole in your level on the next screen, which limits the usefulness of this rather odd sprite. As I said, it pushes Mario to the right, kind of like walls in Super Mario 64.
That's because walls are really just rectangles that push Mario out perpendicularly.
So yeah, interesting thing and all, but look at what happens when you throw 15 of them right next to each other. But if you've been on the cutting room floor, you'll notice that this isn't actually on there, because it is actually used in game. To my knowledge, it's only in Yoshi's Island 1 right here. Yeah, how was that supposed to tell? What? So Piranha Plants have been in the Mario series since the first one, and they're not in Mario World. Instead, there's these, tiny ones that jump out of the pipe and shoot fire sometimes. And there are the standard ones, Vanilla Dome 3, right here, but these are the upside down versions, not the upright ones. Unused are the upright ones though, but sometime in the development, they replaced the stem with one of the frames of the Cheep Cheep out of water. But when I was screwing around, I found the stem for the upright one in the tile set 04, so I threw it in, and this is what it looks like. The flowing water on the overworld is below everything, and to my knowledge can't be removed. All you can do is put stuff above it. But the water is on every map, and only used in the main overworld and Yoshi's Island. In Vanilla Dome, it's green. Forest Evolution, it's red. In Valley of Bowser, it's green. Star World, it's the same color as the ground. And Thrush World, it's the same as Star World. Now, this is just because of tile set differences. This isn't actually, like, oh, Nintendo's only you're not using flowing water. It's just tile sets being different. I just wanted to share that, Title screen says, ooh. In Valley of Bowser, right here, there's a Switch Palace, though it's not known what color it's supposed to be, as Switch Palace colors are based off their position on the map, like other things. The level assigned to it is the test level I mentioned in the last video. When you get to the main exit, it cues Event 43, and Event 43 doesn't do anything. In case you were wondering what I meant earlier when I said other things, I'll give an example of P-switches. If their X position is an even number, it'll be a blue P-switch. If it's odd, it'll be a gray P-switch. Like I mentioned in the previous video, the gold pools have an unused part at the bottom that is normally covered up by the ground in game. When you're on the main overworld, you can see Lemmy's Castle and Yoshi's House. Both of these have levels assigned to them. Lemmy's Castle is number 2 Morton's Plains, and Yoshi's Island is the test level, both seen in the previous video. I don't know how much people actually know this, but I just want to complain about it, honestly. Every ground tile has this rotated rectangle-like thing in the center. This is only for purely ground tiles. If there's an edge or a path, it doesn't have it. So here's what it looks like with the rectangle thing, and here's what it looks like if you get rid of the rectangle thingy. Oh, so much better. Where the water and the island meet, there's this little water thing, but this is actually just ground using a different color palette as standard ground sprites. Luigi in this game was demoted to the role of just being a Mario recolor like he was in Mario 1, but originally Luigi was supposed to have his normal self. You can see here, but for unknown reasons and also stupid reasons, Luigi was made a recolor. You could argue that it was because of space limitations, but the ROM is only a megabyte. Yeah, SNES cards can be so much bigger. The tile set with Mario is only 24 kilobytes, which is actually the biggest one in the game, as all other tile sets are either 2 or 4 kilobytes. Donut Plains 2 has this buzzer beetle that falls through the ground whenever it's loaded, as it's loaded inside a wall. It's never seen because of the auto scroll. By the time you can see it, it's already fallen and died. In Butter Bridge 2, the end under the goal pole is this log object. This is very similar to the unused log object, which is pretty much the same except the unused one is brighter. This fact isn't exclusive to Mario World, but I just want to share some of the ways the devs save space. In the overworld editor and in game, there's a flip X and flip Y button, so this and this are the same sprite. I already mentioned one being that the water is just differently colored ground, and also I just want to say, wow, this is all the colors used in Mario World. Everything uses these colors. So weird to think about. So yeah, I don't know if this video will be out before or after school starts again, but I'm just here to say it shouldn't affect how much I make videos. The reason I don't upload much is because I don't have any ideas, and school isn't really going to affect that. But it'll be a little slower probably. Okay, bye.